Okay. Yesterday, I think the Independent newspaper in England printed a piece that had to do with an interview that Nick Cave, an Australian musician, was making to promote a new record that he's made with his band. Okay. And they asked me for a comment, and I gave them a comment. I doubt that they will ever print it. So I thought I'd just read it to you in case you're faintly interested. I have to declare that I'm not a huge fan of this Mr. Cave person for all the reasons that appear here. All right, so this is what I sent to the Independent. Let's see if they publish it or not. All right, I'm going to hold the phone up because I'm reading this off something in front of me. Here we go. Dear Independent, here is my response to the Aussie bloke. Nick fucking Cave. All right, here we go, Nick. Ready? All right. Sure? Paying attention? Good. A Palestinian mother/father carrying the bits of her or his dead child back along the bitter road to nowhere in a plastic bag pauses at the roadside to scratch a message in the rubble. Nick. Here's the message. Dear Nick Cave, we, the indigenous people of Palestine, in this agony, implore you, please don't cross the BDS picket line to sing for your supper in Israel. It's not complicated, Nick, it's not complicated. That act, singing for your supper in Israel, Nick, that act serves to whitewash the 75-year-old Zionist Israeli occupation, land theft, apartheid, and genocide of our people, Nick. Please follow the example of Roger Waters and Brian Eno and many thousands of others who are active in the BDS movement. Nick, pay attention. Nick, every precious drop of empathy, every loving hand reached out, every voice raised in harmony counts. Roger Waters and Brian Eno are our brothers. Now, Nick, I must find somewhere to bury these bits of my child. Okay. A few years ago, after Cave had done his appalling press conference after going and playing for the murderous genocidal swine in Israel, he did a press conference where he accused Brian Eno of me of being cowardly. All right. I wrote a short piece. It's called The Road to Damascus. I'll read it to you now. I've since learned that Nick was brought up in a sort of Methodist household, and he read the Bible when he was young. So it may be that he is party to all that stuff, all the prophetic stuff in the Bible about messiahs and the end of times and all that. If he is, that would explain his appalling, narcissistic, inhuman behavior towards our brothers and sisters in Palestine. All right, here it is. It's called, Nick, pay attention. It's called The Road to Damascus. So me and this Aussie bloke are walking down the road on our way to a gig. Just as we get there, We see these heavily armed soldiers on the other side of the road knocking this Arab bloke to the ground, kneeling on him, kicking him in the head and beating him with their rifle butts. I cross over to the other side, Nick. Remonstrate with them, the soldiers. The soldiers tell me to fuck off or they'll arrest me. Are you all right? I asked the bloke. Daft question. Can I help? Yes, he says. You are musicians, yes? Yes, I reply. They have stolen our land, he says. We are resisting them. There is a cultural boycott. Please don't do a gig here. As he is dragged away... Sorry, hang on, I lost my place. As he is dragged away towards the paddy wagon, he tosses a small, round metal badge in my direction. I return to the other side of the road where the Aussie bloke has been watching events unfold. Did you see that? I say. Yeah, bummer, he replies. Come on, we've got a gig to do, mate. No, I say. There is a cultural boycott. That Arab bloke is a victim. The soldiers, the Israeli soldiers, are perpetrators. We have a moral duty to stand with the victim. Don't you try to bully me, you shameful, cowardly, pommy bastard, says the Aussie bloke. And he pushes past me into the gig. I reach down into the dust, retrieve the BDS badge, and pin it to my lapel. Fuck you, Nick. Fuck you, fucking prick. I think that says it. Now, whether or not the Independent will publish any of this, I have no fucking idea. And I don't care. Well, I do, actually. I'd much prefer that they did. But I'm publishing this. And I hope you